That open.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. Yeah, so those nerves in the end. Then up a little higher. Right. That's it. Right. Wait. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah.
Grandfather bringing all the smoke on, baby. What they think you go, how they do that thing, cooking it, that's what it means. And we gonna be cooking, boy.
Intense focus and discipline define their grueling training sessions. Confidence runs high as preparation hones both their skills and mindset. Behind-the-scenes moments reveal determination, strategy, and fierce competitive fire, offering a glimpse of a high-stakes clash fueled by ambition. In the build-up to Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez, both fighters showcase pride, drive, and an unwavering desire to...
It's serious when he's sparring. He gets down to nitty-gritty, does his thing, just embarrasses a lot of the sparring partners. And again, I tell him, have fun in there. Like, just make boxing great again, make boxing fun again. Oh, it is a little one.
Man, I've been working my ass off so much.
His opponent is undefeated. He's a frigidity boxer. He jumps in, jumps out. But there's one thing we see that he don't do, and...
Intense work defines his sessions as he trains under legendary coach Freddie Roach. Every punch is sharp and deliberate, displaying speed, power, and focus. Roach's guidance keeps the pace relentless, forcing Teofimo Lopez to remain disciplined and precise. The session showcases serious preparation, highlighting Lopez's hunger to improve and his commitment to refining every skill ahead.
There you go. That's it. There you go. Right here. Yeah, I can get some easy. Yeah. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, hook man. Double hook. Take that.
Share a lot of the same values. So right now we're doing some signatures, we're gonna do some giveaways, really putting the fans first. So when he wins, the fans are gonna win, even a free beer giveaway after he knocks out his opponent this fight.
Just doing things like this is what really matters, you know? At the end of it, when I'm in there in the gym, I'm having a great time. That's what I love to do. But over here, you know, it's just all about giving back. Just stay tuned, man. You guys can win.
Shakur Stevenson's camp demonstrates strong focus and discipline. Training is calm yet intense, emphasizing movement, timing, and precise execution. The environment exudes confidence and preparation rather than distraction. Every session feels purposeful, showcasing a fighter who trusts his skills and is fully committed to...
I already know this guy's good. I done came up in the amateurs with him. I chose this for that reason. Like, I chose this because I wanted to challenge myself. I wanted to put myself in a situation to where I'm able to raise my game up to another level. So that was my whole purpose.
Do you feel like you got to be real dominant in this fight? Because, I mean, Teo, he from New York, and, you know, you having a fight in New York, and the judges, man, you never know, yo.
He not from New York, but he not from New York. He not from New York. He probably was born in New York, but, like, being from New York is like I'm raised and I'm brought up in New York, and I knew him for years and years, and I always seen him out of Florida. Like, that's where he was out of, Florida. So I don't look at him like a fighter that's from New York. So, but do I gotta be dominant? I think every fight that I set up, I want to be dominant. I don't care who in front of me. I want to dominate. I want to beat you to where judges don't feel like they can rob me. So I always got that feeling. I always got that chip on my shoulder.
If you do win this fight, what do you think it does for your career?
I think it put me top 5 pound for pound. I think it puts me like one of the best fighters in my era. I think it just established that I'm that guy. Like, I'll be one of the 4 kings that they call the 4 kings, and it also depends on the fashion that I do it. So, it's gonna be interesting.
But what be going on with this Teo dude, though, man? I be seeing these videos online of him making racist comments. You be seeing that, man?
Shakur Stevenson speaks candidly about the challenge of facing Teofimo Lopez, acknowledging that many expect a tough fight. He understands why, having known Lopez since their amateur days, and he respects his opponent's ability. Stevenson explains that this matchup was a deliberate choice to push himself and elevate his skills to a higher level. He thrives on challenges that demand growth rather than comfort. Shakur also emphasizes that his mindset in every fight is dominance, regardless of opponent or location. He aims to perform so clearly and convincingly that there is no room for doubt or controversy. That mentality drives his preparation and sharpens his focus. Looking ahead, Stevenson believes that a victory in this fight would significantly boost his career, placing him among the sport's elite and strengthening his case as one of the best.
Shakur Stevenson looked confused about the press conference. Teofimo Lopez is known for saying outlandish things, but I've noticed over the last couple years, he's making less and less sense when he speaks. Like, the types of things that he's saying at the press conference are just unnecessary. The things that he's saying and the way he's saying it, I don't know if it's nervous energy. I don't know if he's just trying to get a rise out of these cameras and people online so they can talk about him. I really don't know what it is, but I don't understand why guys do things like that. What does that have to do with the fight? What does that have to do with boxing? The only thing you might accomplish out of that is making Shakur Stevenson mad, and he try to make you pay for that come fight night on January 31st. I don't get that kind of stuff. See, we'll look at stuff like that and we'll laugh at it in the sport of boxing, and we won't say that that's affecting boxing or hurting boxing. We'll just say that's just the way fighters are. But we'll get mad at a Jake Paul and we'll say that he's ruining boxing because you don't like Jake Paul or the things that he says or the fact that he's making money in a space that he didn't grow up in. To me, these are the kind of things. Press conferences like that, when you got Teofimo Lopez saying some of the things that he said, that's the kind of stuff that give boxing and fighters a black eye. That's why when we walk in a room and people know that you fought for a living or you currently fight for a living, they expect a certain type of thing. They look at you a certain type of way, and you almost gotta prove that you're not that to be able to get some respect when you're speaking to people, because they don't expect us to be people who are sensible, people that can articulate their words, people that can be sensible about how they go about their everyday life. So I personally, listen, everybody goes about this fight thing, this competition thing different. I'm not saying nobody has to be like me, gotta be like you or anybody else. Be yourself, but that kind of stuff, to me, I don't really see a place for it in the sport of boxing. It don't make sense. It got everybody scratching their head, and your opponent who came there to talk to you about this fight, he wants to hear what you got to say about what you gonna do to him and vice versa. But you got an opponent in Shakur Stevenson who's confused now. He literally was looking around like the look that Shakur Stevenson had on his face was, I did not come here for this. And I think he even said, I really don't know what to say about it. That don't make for a good press conference to me.
Yeah, I know. But see, this is what I try to tell you about. I know y'all don't hear me a lot of time when I say it. There's old school and there's new school. Old school has something that had been said. They would not have allowed us to be able to come face to face. Because you don't say it to me and think I ain't gonna try to tear your head off as soon as I get close to you.
Wait, so you're not gonna wait till a fight night. You're gonna get it in that day.
Because some things are too difficult. Because sometimes you go a little bit beyond respect. That's disrespectful. If you disrespect me on any level, we fighting then. Now, I'm going to try to hold it together, but if you disrespect me, which is what he just did, I'm not going to ask him about what he's talking about. When I get close enough, I'm finna show him what I ain't talking about. You understand where I'm coming from? So there's a difference. That's why I say you got to know the difference from the old school and the new school. Had he said that in my day, It could not. I would tell him, listen.
Roy Jones Jr. offers a thoughtful perspective on the contrast between old school and new school fighters, emphasizing how respect was handled in his era. He explains that in the past, words or actions crossing the line into disrespect would never have been tolerated face-to-face, because real consequences followed immediately. According to Jones, once respect is broken, confrontation is inevitable, and ignoring it sends the wrong message, making a fighter appear weak. Old school fighters would respond quickly, testing intentions and establishing boundaries to protect their pride and reputation. For Jones, this goes beyond fighting. It's about manhood, honor, and ensuring no one questions your stance. He notes that some modern fighters deliberately provoke others to gauge reactions, treating it like a challenge or test. In his view, such behavior cannot be overlooked. Respect is non-negotiable in the sport, and responding firmly when its challenge defines a fighter's character, discipline, and credibility, proving that boundaries and personal integrity are essential both.
And I gotta tell everybody that Whitcomb is real athletic too. Teofimo. So I mean, I don't think it's gonna be an easy fight. You know what I mean? People think, a lot of people say it's gonna be easy and all. Nah, Teofimo can punch and he can box. And like I said, he's real athletic. So you know what I mean? That'll make it a little difficult right there. You know what I mean?
I see a lot of people going back and forth with it. Some people think Teo got the advantage because of the weight and that he's athletic and explosive. Some people say Shakur is the better boxer.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
How you see that fight ending?
Well, they saying, they got the weight and all that. I see Shakur box big guys, light heavyweights and all that stuff. Just like Moose, he box heavyweights and put heavyweights down. You know what I mean? I think that's the right move for him. You know what I mean? Get up, and I think he can really do good at that weight.
Decision or stoppage?
I'm looking at a decision, not a stoppage. But then all according how Teo come in. If Teo come at him, he gonna run into some shots. It might be over. You know what I mean?
Now, you always tell me it's the shot that you don't see coming.
That's it.
That's that power is speed.
Right.
So, could it be a situation where people underestimate Shakur's punching power?
Yeah. I think Shakur can punch. You know what I mean? I think he can punch. It's just like I said, speed is power. You know, them guys, muscle-bound guys come in and they tell me, oh, he can punch and all that. Like I just got finished saying, like you just got finished saying, matter of fact, the punch that you don't see knocks him out. And they always say, man, I didn't see that punch coming. Yeah.
Bojani's delivers a compelling warning for Teofimo Lopez, emphasizing that Shakur Stevenson should never be underestimated. He explains that Shakur's speed is a form of power in itself, as many opponents struggle to anticipate or even see his punches, making even subtle shots highly effective. Bojani stresses that this fight will be far from easy for either boxer, countering the notion that one fighter holds a clear advantage. While he acknowledges Teofimo's athleticism, explosiveness, and ability to punch and box effectively, he highlights that Shakur has experience handling bigger, stronger opponents. Through precise movement, sharp timing, and smart ring control, Stevenson has repeatedly neutralized threats from powerful fighters. Bojani's believes that Shakur's high boxing IQ and adaptability over distance give him a strategic edge. Although he predicts a decision victory in favor of Shakur, he notes the fight could swing if Lopez walks into clean, unseen shots, demonstrating that the matchup remains dynamic and highly competitive. This insight underscores the respect both fighters command and the careful preparation.
Honestly, I had been set it up with the higher power people. I kind of asked them, can we make the fight happen? But once it got closer to getting it done, I kind of reached out to Teo, and he was cool.
And obviously this is happening at 140. Why were you interested in that? Why the decision to move up from 135?
I'm not moving up to 140-pound division just yet. I'm actually a 35-pounder, but I moved up for this fight because I know that why would I bring him down? I would have to come up to his weight if I want to fight him, so it only made sense.
Was MSG always the spot that was discussed, or perhaps Prudential Center, Newark, or any other locations?
They asked me Las Vegas or New York, and I told them I like New York, so
Do you like the idea of fighting at MSG as opposed to Prudential Center, which you have done very well at?
Nah, I would rather fight in my hometown because that's where I'm from, and I know everybody's gonna be there to support me. I know the faces, I know everything when I walk out. But honestly, it's cool because it's New York, you know? It's right there. T.O. claims he's from New York, but it's interesting.
What do you mean by that? Oh, did we lose him? Oh, are you there?
He claimed it because he's not really from New York.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you froze on us for a second, but now you're back.
He's not really from New York. He's from Florida. I actually knew him growing up, and he was always with Team Florida. So I don't look at him like a fighter that's from New York. I know the fighters that's from New York. I came up with them guys. I used to see them all the time in the regionals. When I used to go to Gleason's gym, I used to see a lot of them fight.
Shakur Stevenson spoke on the Ariel Helwani show about his perspective on Teofimo Lopez, making it clear that there has never been any personal friction between them. Shakur has always respected Lopez as a fighter, admiring his speed, power, athleticism, and overall skill. He notes that Teofimo has maintained these qualities over time, making him a formidable opponent in the ring, while Lopez can be a polarizing figure in boxing, sometimes making statements that rub people the wrong way. Shakur emphasizes that he does not take them personally. He acknowledges that some comments, particularly those that have offended others, can serve as extra motivation when stepping into the ring, pushing him to perform at his highest level. At the same time, Shakur believes that Teofimo is fundamentally a driven athlete who genuinely wants to achieve greatness. For Stevenson, this fight represents a serious challenge and an opportunity to measure himself against a talented, respected, and determined fighter. It is not just about winning. It's about testing his skills, discipline, and strategy against a highly
Yeah, my first mind told me Shakur, and I thought about it. Yeah, I'm picking Shakur by decision, but because this is fighting, anything can happen. You can't count T.O. out. So there is thoughts sometimes that cross my brain, like, damn, what if T.O. catch him like real good though? You know what I mean? And hurt him, or what if he just out hustling? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a lot of shit that crossed my mind, but I still like Shakur for the dub. I like Shakur for the dub because he knows how to win. Like, he knows how to win. You know what I'm saying? And he's always prepared to win. So, and I think Shakur respects T.O. to the point where he's gonna train like he's never trained before, because this is a great fight for him. This is probably the best fight of his career up to date. Even though he's been in some great fights, this is probably the best opponent. You know what I mean? And T.O., same for T.O. So when it's like that, when you put Magic and Bird together, it happens. You know what I'm saying?
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.
Greg Hackett offers a detailed and thoughtful prediction for the upcoming matchup between Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez. He leans toward Shakur winning by decision, highlighting the young fighter's discipline, ring intelligence, and ability to control the pace throughout the fight. Hackett explains that Shakur's skill set is built to neutralize opponents' power, making him adaptable and difficult to challenge over multiple rounds. He acknowledges Teofimo's athleticism, explosiveness, and punching power, recognizing Lopez as a dangerous and capable fighter in his own right. However, Hackett believes that Shakur's precision, timing, and movement provide a clear strategic advantage, allowing him to dictate the flow of the fight. He emphasizes that this matchup will test both fighters, pushing their skills, endurance, and mental toughness. While unexpected moments could occur, Hackett views Shakur's consistency, tactical awareness, and high ring IQ as decisive factors. Overall, he predicts that Shakur's ability to control distance, avoid unnecessary risks, and execute his strategy effectively makes him the likely winner, though Lopez's athleticism ensures the fight will remain competitive